You have never lived in the present moment, not even once. It takes your brain exactly 80 milliseconds to build the picture in front of you. You are literally watching a delayed replay. That heavy, tired feeling in your chest, that pain from waiting and checking your phone, it is not a spiritual failure. You are just exhausted from fighting a delayed tape. You're trying to negotiate with the dead data, a frozen dead picture of yesterday. In this video, I will reveal the quiet loophole hidden inside that 80 millisecond delay. Listen closely, and I will show you the forbidden reversal that opens the real world. You will stop fighting ghosts and watch reality change the exact second you turn your back on it. Stop blaming yourself. Stop listening to the fake teachers who tell you to raise your vibe. Stop writing in your little journals begging for a better tomorrow. You did not fail. You are not weak. You do not have bad luck. The cold, hard truth? Your biology is held hostage. Let us look at a mouse. A normal mouse is born with a perfect ancient code. When it smells a cat, it feels fear. It runs, it hides, it survives. But in the deep, dark corners of biology, there is a tiny parasite called toxoplasma. When this parasite gets inside the mouse's brain, it does not hurt the mouse. It does not damage a single cell. It does something far more elegant and far more cruel. It bypasses the entire system and rewires the brain's core. Drop by drop, it unplugs the neurological wire for fear and plugs it straight into the brain's pleasure center. The mouse is completely brainwashed. When it smells the cat, it does not run. It feels a rush of deep, addictive, overwhelming pleasure. It actively walks out of its safe hole. It seeks out the danger. It falls in love with the exact monster that consumes it. It is the velvet trap. Look in the mirror. You are that hacked mouse. Look at how you live your life. Every time you pick up your phone to check if they texted you back, every time you look at your bank account and feel your chest tighten with panic, every time you stare at the outside screen to see if your reality has finally changed. You are not waiting for a result. Your brain is feeding you cheap dopamine and toxic cortisol. You are addicted to the pain of the dead data. You walk right into the trap over and over again, and you call it trying to manifest. Stop feeding the parasite. This is a biological sickness. As long as you let the chemicals in your brain drag you back to the graveyard to look for signs, you are a puppet. You are locked out of the real world. Throw away the lie that seeing is believing. Your eyes are not windows. They are the invisible chains that lock your reality. Listen to the most terrifying secret of modern physics. In 1998, at the Weizmann Institute, scientists set up a machine to watch the tiniest building blocks of the universe. When nobody is looking, these tiny pieces do not exist as solid objects. They act like a wave of water, a ghost of infinite potential. They are everywhere at the exact same time. Total freedom, total fluidity. But the exact second the scientists turn on a camera to look at the wave, the magic dies. The living, breathing wave of infinite possibilities instantly crashes. It freezes into a single, hard, boring little dot. The simple act of looking at it, the simple act of observation, forces the infinite power to become a dead rock. You cry and ask why nothing is changing in my life? You ask why everything stays exactly the same? Because you looked. The second you panic, the second you open your eyes and search for proof on the outside, you pulled the trigger. You take the endless, rolling, majestic power of the real world, and you force it to freeze. You turn the universe into a cold, hard block of the dead data. You are the one collapsing your own dreams just by checking to see if they are there. When you do not look, the creator inside you weaves the stars in perfect silence. When you look with fear, you freeze the kingdom. Stop carrying your past around like a sick pet. Do not tell me about your inner child. Do not tell me about your past trauma or how hard it has been. The past is dead tissue. A broken mirror must be shattered. No sweeping up the pieces, no looking back. Listen to the cold rules of brain science. In rare medical cases, a human being goes completely blind overnight. The optic nerve is severed. The eyes are broken. Total, suffocating darkness. But does the mind shut down? Does it sit in the dark? No. When the brain is starved of outside pictures, it becomes a god. This is called Charles Bonnet syndrome. Because no outside garbage can get in, the brain refuses to be empty. In the pitch-black darkness, the visual cortex explodes with power. The blind person starts seeing grand, glowing, hyper-real cities. They paint impossible skies. They see perfect geometric shapes in 8K resolution. They create a brand new reality so sharp, so perfect, they can reach out and touch it. Without the outside screen to distract it, the silent architect steps up to the throne. It bends empty space to build a perfect empire. Your struggle is because your eyes are wide open. You let the system feed you trash. You look at yesterday's garbage, you look at your current circumstances, and you let it make you sad. All I have is now. I am brand new every second. You must make yourself blind. Cut the nerve that connects you to the graveyard. Stop looking at what is happening around you. When you completely blind yourself to the dead data, the creator steps into the dark room and paints a masterpiece on the blank wall. Burn the books that tell you to smile at your negative thoughts. Do not sit down and have a conversation with your doubts. Your panicked mind is a wild dog. Put the wild dog in a heavy iron cage. Look at the elite Bolshoi ballet in Soviet Russia. The legendary Vaganova method. There is no room for tears here. There is no room for feelings. The human body is lazy. It wants to rest. Muscles want to give up. Gravity wants to pull it down. But the master does not ask the body how it feels. The master does not negotiate. The master gives one cold command: jump. The body is forced, without mercy, to bow down to the mind. It is locked in total silence. And from that heavy iron cage, gravity is defeated. The dancer leaps into the air. The iron swan flies. Pure, weightless, royal elegance. Deadly perfection, born from total control. You want to be the creator of your life. But you ask your lower, frightened self for permission? You negotiate with your doubts? Pathetic. Your version of reality does not negotiate. The law of whatever you say works. When a trash thought rises up from the dead data, when your brain says, "He is ignoring me," or "the money is not coming," you do not analyze it. Command it to sit in absolute silence. Program a cold iron command right over it. I am the only power. Everything goes my way. Keep the iron cage locked tight. Do not let the wild dog speak. Until the outside world drops to its knees before your elegant power. But what if I do this and tomorrow I wake up and nothing has changed? If you ask that question, you lose. If you want to fix the outside world when it is silent, turn your own hands to heavy stone instead. When an Apollo spaceship falls back to Earth, it drops at a terrifying 40,000 miles an hour. The friction against the atmosphere is so violent, it burns the air around the ship into a giant ball of fire. 3,000 degrees of pure heat. This fire creates a plasma shield, and this shield blocks everything. Every radio wave, every signal from Earth. For 4 minutes, there is total, terrifying silence. Houston cannot call the pilot. The pilot cannot hear the Earth. The screens go black. Dead air. If the pilot panics in the dark, if he thinks something is wrong, I need to fix it. If he reaches out his hands to pull a lever to change the course, the ship instantly rips apart into a million burning pieces. How does the king of the sky survive the fire? He takes his hands off the controls. He leans back in his chair. He closes his eyes. He lets the pure laws of physics do the work. Tomorrow when you wake up and the dead data is completely silent, when there is no text message, when the bank account looks the same, it is not a failure. It is the fire shield. You are cutting through the fire to rewrite the entire code of your life. The screen going dark is part of the math. In the next 24 hours, your ego will scream at you. It will beg you to pull the lever. It will beg you to send a text, to check the app, to fix it. No ego resistance. If you panic and touch the dead data, you burn your own desires to ash. Do not touch it. Cross your arms. Stay totally mute. Enjoy the free fall in the absolute safety of the real world. You gave the order. The fire is doing its job. Everything else must bow. Watch it next.